Hi, and welcome to the Random Hour or the YouTube channel, depending on where you're watching this this recording. I'm joined. Be professional. Gosh,
Go ahead.
listen. I came here very serious, like dressed up in anime attire. You're gonna at least take me serious.
I can't take you serious with that.
I'm joined with Devin Moore of More Sports.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a good day. In today's episode, if you clicked on the thumbnail, we actually went to anime convention. My first one ever. I don't know about Kyle. Was this your first one?
This was indeed my fact. I was gonna go a lot of times when I was younger with some friends, but things got in the way, and so we weren't able to go.
Okay, so this was both our first time.
Yeah.
It was not magical.
Listen, I was sick last night before we went to this convention. And so in between throwing up from food poisoning, I was Googling on a bunch of etiquette, and this was a much smaller event than a lot of the events I was Googling. So a lot of my Googling and reading up and YouTube videos I watched was not helpful.
Yeah, this was my first time.
And Devin went in blind and was like, shoot, this was easy.
It was easy when you...
No, you don't have to prepare.
And you don't have to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the first time wasn't magical. Not as magical as I thought it'd be.
I think if we went to a bigger one, it'd probably be better. But I did enjoy it. I think we did have fun. We met a lot of people. We gave out a lot of business cards. There were some booths that I think would be interesting to have on the Random Hour.
Yeah, man. Let's hope they reach out. That's like our whole plan was actually we did meet some local vendors. So hey, if you see some interviews here, because we're stepping up the game. We're no longer indie guys. All right, we're indie guys. We're indie guys with people that actually like us and thought we were funny. They thought I was okay. They thought I was pretty cool.
I think my favorite part of the convention was when we met the guy in like the aluminum mask.
Oh my god!
And Devin looked terrified.
Do you want to just first of all, let's tell them what convention we went to first before we start rambling?
Okay, what's the name of it?
We went to the Savannah Anime Video Game Expressa. Do you know?
I don't know the name.
I
don't know why you asked me, knowing that neither of us knew it.
It's a long one. Let me just totally be
anime something.
It was the anime video. It was the Savannah Anime Video Game Expo, located
of 2024.
Of 2024. It was literally, as it's recording, it literally was yesterday and today. The last day was today, and then they did something on Friday. They did some market. And so they started, it was a 3-day con, technically. We only went to today because that's the, Jack's here, everybody. Jack, say hi to everybody.
Yeah, you just magically popped up in the frame.
Oh, dude, you know what? Jack's here.
First you laugh at me for being unprofessional. I don't know what he's talking about. And then, second, you bring a dog.
Jack's been in several episodes.
Oh, I've noticed.
Of audio.
You just randomly start yelling at the dog, and I'm like, well, let's cut. And you're like, no, we do it live.
We go live here.
Okay, John Lennon.
He's just excited to be here. Look, we might get clicks. I'm making the thumbnail in my work. Your face of, this is not how this was planned.
It's not how this is planned. This is take 2.
All right, Jack, you got to go, buddy. You want to say anything? Anything? Nope. All right, bye.
Yeah, take your crusty white dog.
Don't call him crusty. He's just old.
Oh, okay.
He's just old. All right, he's going to sit right here on my lap and be out of frame.
That was my leg.
Oops. He's going to be out of
frame. That's the second time today this man has tried to pet the dog, and it was me.
But no.
Devin, I like you. Not like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll make the friendship a little weird.
We're not doing a blooper. We keep going.
We keep going. All right, buddy, you're here. Yeah, yes, the people see you.
Would you like to tell them some of the interesting people we met and like about some of the booths?
Yes,
because I got a story about this hat.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk. Well, okay. So there were several booths there, from trading card games to a lot of local artists, which we actually did reach out to a local artist on there. They might be coming on here once the email's back. Fingers crossed. I hope it'd be kind of fun.
Cross his fingers like that.
I just crossed my fingers. I hope they come hang out with us.
It was like gang signs.
It's not gang signs. Just crossing up my finger.
No, we're in a gang now. Apparently, Strong Hat Gang. You know,
we're in the Strong Hat Gang. We'll have some people interview us. We do have one interview for sure. So you'll guys be looking out for the near future. But we did meet a lot of local guys, lot of local people, a lot of local artists.
We met. Let's talk about some of the artists that we met. We met a lot of like small artists that made like crochet stuff, pins, stickers, card decals, posters, paintings. We met a bunch of different of people like that, and have stuff that we probably would enjoy. As you can probably tell, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball shirt and a One Piece hat, and you guys can't see it, but I'm also wearing My Hero Academia socks. But we are nerds. We like anime. We like comic books. We've talked about a lot of them on the podcast. So we've been working with different people and hoping to like get a lot more interviews on here. We've been working with a close friend of Devin's named Stitch, who runs a game shop, and I think he's working to get some like.
Yeah, he's going to relaunch the store into like a pure just manga shop come March.
Yeah, we've been working to try to get an interview with him for a while, but things keep coming up. And we really hope to like help other people like spread their business as well. And
yeah, there's two booths that I really liked. Really three. There's my top three favorite booths on top of my head. One, there was actually a local artist. There was a comic book. I call them comic book group because they were kind of a group.
You're talking about the one guy?
Yeah, not the Tiger guys. The Tulane. Yeah, they were called Tulane. Tulane Comics, and their character name was Drip, who was a hybrid between a tiger and a human. Better yet, just because I can't have it popped up on the screen. It's like what if Tony the Tiger was actually lifted and he was set in the Marvel universe, or better yet, Disney universe, because the guy did show me some of the couple pages. It was very 90s Disney.
I thought it was actually really good. I found it, and then I was like, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm going to let Devin talk to them, and I'm glad I did, because Devin was actually a really big fan of it.
I was, man. It was one thing I did like this, and I kind of agree with them. They're in their sales pitch. They were like, "Yeah, man, we're just trying to create a clean, kid-friendly comic book." He said that they were trying to focus on, don't cheat in school, don't do drugs. He says try to take away the swearing and all that, because he said his argument is, and you and me could probably both agree because we read enough Image, DC, and Marvel. All those heroes swear, cuss, do some form of drugs, things like that.
I will say, typically on the Random Hour and More Sports, we try to keep it clean because we try to make sure that's content for everyone. We slip up a good bit. But Popcorn Buckets is our one that typically we swear more on. It's the only explicit podcast that we are comfortable making. But we typically try to keep most of our content clean.
Key word there. Try. Devin.
He cusses more than anybody.
I know. That's why I called myself out. But they were my favorite. They were my favorite booth of all time, just because they're just they're just indie creators. Their artwork was beautiful. I'm really hoping they reach out to us soon, because I kind of believe in their mission. They're trying to branch out and things like that. So hopefully they'll reach out to our good friend Stitch over at Sets. I'm not doing Stitch's ad right now, but you get it. That's our good friend over at Stitch Sets.
One that I liked was he had like a wrestling persona, and he had his face in an aluminum foil mask, and Devin looked terrified while he was talking to him, which I loved personally. And he actually had a really good comic about the U.S. using mechs in World War II, but it was like a conspiracy that it was covered up by the government, and he had like a whole I think 2 manga volumes ready to go. And they were working on the 3rd at the time.
Yeah, they had 2.
I thought that was really cool. What was another one you liked?
I'm gonna stay on him because he was the one. He did stick out in my mind. But you're right. I didn't like, dude. I liked his book, but dude, his delivery.
He was like, "I should have come here, brother." And
yeah, he was like, "Oh, come here, my brother in arms." I'm like, bro.
And he had like this whole like persona going on, and I was here for it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. I mean, he was committed, and I appreciated that. Devin was a bit burnt out. Was like, why is this wrestler in an aluminum foil mask talking to me? And I'm watching Devin's tortured face, and I'm like, yes.
I was legit. Going. I was legit trying to be serious. I was like, bro, we legit like your idea. Here's our card. Oh, brother, in the revolution, like.
I thought it was awesome.
I'm not playing, bro. Can you take our card? My brother and I are about to see you. I'll reach out to you, brother.
This is after like how many hours are you talking? Like 6 to 4 hours.
Yeah, it was like 6 to 4 hours. We hit him up near the end. It's like, dude, just
yeah.
Dude, he had a good story. I really should took a picture of him. I was like, he literally had a red shirt, and I'll give him credit for being a character. He was legit covered.
He was committed.
He was legit covered in tinfoil. And I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was dress playing as Nacho Libre. I'm just saying.
No, we saw Nacho Libre later.
We did, and I honestly wanted to yell. I honestly almost yelled Nacho, but I was ready to go home.
Yeah, I think that's a good transition for this hat. So I bought Devin a sandwich, and he was like, "You know what? You like One Piece?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about either a hat or something like a small souvenir." And he goes, "I got you." And he disappears with the hat, and it comes. Me and Jay lose him for about an hour. And we're like, shoot, we don't know where he's at. And he's like, oh yeah, I had to go potty. And I'm like, okay, what happened? You talked to the guy, and the next minute you were gone. And he's like, yeah, I just went to the bathroom. Here's your hat. You got to wear it all day now. And so we were going, and then towards the end,
he wore it all. Listen, I had to sit in that long line. I did talk to that guy, gave him our business card. He was excited, and I talked him up. I talked us up. We're big timers. All right,
we're not big timers.
We're big timers. And, here's Jack. See? Jack has something to say. He's in the frame. But anyways, Kyle's right. I did have to go potty because I was like, dude, I got to pee. And that, dude, you want to talk about. And this is probably just me being me, but, dude. And I'm glad there was a lot of people there. There were some pretty cool costumes, which we'll get to that in a second. But, dude, Jesus Christ, trying to buy something was like trying to wait for tickets, man. It was a little bit of a nightmare and things of that nature. So that's what happened. I was sitting in line. I talked to the guy, gave him our card, and then I went to go potty. But you were wearing that One Piece hat.
Yeah. So, towards the end, lady, I need to clarify what she's wearing. Okay.
Dude, yeah, you need to, because it's not.
She's wearing like this red tube dress with a slit on the side. On both sides. It's very short. It's long sleeve though, and her cleavager is out. She's wearing a red ski mask to go with it, and all you can see is like the eyelashes and lipstick. And then she's wearing fishnets and high heels. And she goes, "Hey, I need to take a picture with the One Piece cosplay guy." And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, shoot, you may want to find somebody better. I think I saw some over there. I'm just wearing a One Piece hat and a shirt, and Devin goes, hold on, whoa. Take this business card. If you want to take a picture with him, this Luffy cosplay, you got to take this business card. And I'm like,
you got to take it.
Yeah, and he's like,
take it.
No, you were like, you were making a creepy face, and I was like, what did I get roped into?
Hey, it's not like she wanted to take you home. She just wanted a picture. Which I really hope it was for that. Because there was that...
oh, no, I know what it was for. So there was a little questing guy going around. It was like doing like little quests for people. And it was going on like just about the entire time. I felt bad for that guy at some point. Yeah, because as annoying as it was
extremely
He was keeping other people entertained, and he was talking the entire time. My voice went out like...
Oh, dude, mine was killing me last night.
Yeah.
He did kind of get on my nerves. But
Listen... He was committed. He was entertaining people all throughout the convention, getting people to meet up and like check out different cosplay. I say next time we go to one, we need a cosplay. This is what this hat has done to me, Devin. I cosplay now.
You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll make you a thirst trap. Just work on your core. We'll give you the Luffy scar. Every time somebody wants to take a picture with you, you got to take the business card. Go on, take it. You want your picture, you got to take this card, and you got to follow us on Spotify, Apple, the whole spill. That's how we're going to do it. Kyle's going to become a thirst trap. He doesn't even know it.
I don't want to be a thirst trap.
You're going to be a thirst trap. And now you're going to be on my TikTok page, too.
Let's talk about some of the other booths we saw. You got Megan sign, a fairy tale sign.
I did. This is actually one of the people that I first went. Oh, that's a glare. This is actually one of the first booths we went to, or that I went to, because again, we kind of separated our own little thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I was just wandering around. I talked to people, and then I got my social battery went out in like the first 30 minutes. People kept bumping into me. People kept walking too slow, for my opinion. And then some monks tried to recruit me to their religion.
Dude, yes, get to that in a second, because you got to tell people that story.
They didn't believe me that there was monks there.
Yes, but anyways, so my wife, Megan, is a big fairy tales fan. And one of the booths that I went to early on, and I like how I forget his name, but he will be, we will be interviewing him here for this podcast very soon. So he's our one confirmed, thank you, Kyle, our one confirmed interviewer for the podcast. So be looking out for his episode soon. We're trying to finalize that deal. He's actually communicated with us today, dude. He was so excited.
We got to email him back, by the way.
Yeah, we will. Dude, he was like so excited. I thought old boy was about to jump out of his seat. He was so excited. He's like, a pop culture podcast, and you want to interview me? I was like, yeah, man. Like,
shoot, yeah, we're nerds.
Yeah, man, we're nerds, and we're small creators.
Devin walked up to a gutter guy. I just want you.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him that story.
And he goes, "You're the most normal person I've seen today."
I did.
And he goes, "You seem pretty normal too." And he goes, "Oh, I'm a nerd, but I'm not this nerdy." I'm thinking to myself, "Yeah, I'm way more nerdier than he is." But I mean, if you want to, Devin, I can get us to cosplay. I don't. You got a preferred character, Bobo?
I don't want to be Bobo.
You don't know who Bobo is.
I'm going blank right now. Can I be Devin? I mean, we're characters.
He's gonna be Bobo.
We're characters.
You got the upper body for it.
We're characters, dude. I've gotten so fat.
You just got to get your snatched waist, and you're in.
Nobody knows.
You can get you a mustache, and you'll be good.
Dude, there was a guy at the convention, right near. I was a group of family, and I gave him the cards, and he had a mustache, and I was just trying to make conversation first. I said, "Hey, man, how long did it take you to grow out that mustache?" Dude, it was on point. It had like the curly tips. I said, "Hey, how long did it take you to grow that mustache?" He goes, "Oh man, dude, it took me like 9 months."
Seriously?
Yes, but he's like, however, it took me 30 years to finally grow facial hair. And he's like, I'm way past 30. I said, dude, I'm 27.
Because my mustache has just gotten dark. It's always been blonde.
Yeah.
And everything else has been dark except for this. And I can't grow hair here.
Oh, man, excuse me. Dude, I told him, I was like, dude, I'm 27. So you mean to tell me I just need to wish upon a falling star and I can grow a mustache?
In 3 years.
In 3 years, I'm going to wish upon a star. Which it was a little family. I'll say this con was super family friendly, which it should be. And
then they had more adult stuff after 6. We were going to it, but we ended up passing out in our hotel room because we were there until from when it opened to about 4. And then we were like, we need
go to sleep.
We need some rest because we just drive like 4 hours, 3 hours,
3 hours and 15 minutes.
And I had food poisoning the entire time, and Devin was on the verge of food poisoning because we got some bad Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dude, it was not a good morning because I was like, oh man, my stomach's kind of queasy.
Oh no, I was up all night throwing up, and like I was stuck to the toilet. Like I was not in a good shape, and then I was like, hey, pull over. And you're like, what? Pull over now. And then I started projectile vomiting out the car, and it was not a good time.
Oh, we forgot to mention we went with Jay, which Jay ain't here with us.
No, he didn't want to be in the video though.
No, he didn't. That's fine. But he was there too.
Yeah, I didn't mean to mention him.
Well, I was trying to tell the full story because Jay looks at him. He goes, "You all right, homie? No pull over. All right, bro. Because I'm driving. I'm like, all right. I was like, whew. And Kyle goes, I didn't puke in your car like you did at the bachelor party, and you didn't puke on me.
No, you said that.
I know.
You were like, at least you didn't puke on me, like at the bachelor party. And I was like, that's not what I want to talk about at this moment in time. Can we find a gas station and get some Dramamine or something? We never found Dramamine.
Dude, tell them that story. We went to the second gas station, right when we were like...
Second gas station, we were much closer. And I was like, I was making it, but I was super nauseous. So I was like, hey, do you guys have any like Dramamine or anything? And like, we've never heard of that.
Dude, that lady literally looked at him and was like, darling, what's Dramamine?
I was like, oh, it's like car sick medicine. Yeah, we don't have that. I've never heard that in my life. And I was like, Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And then eventually we picked up some Pepto-Bismol. And I was like, this is going to have to do.
I'll never forget that they literally, I just stopped to go use the bathroom. And I'm like, hey, do y'all have a bathroom key? Because their door was locked. But I waited. Nobody came out. So I'm like, hey, y'all have a bathroom key or anything? And she's like, yeah, honey, right here. And it was on a log, a key on a log, wrapped around a log. I said, huh.
Yeah, this is not a weird thing. Can we talk about when you cut your finger?
Dude, that was so weird.
He cut his hand on the business card and was like, I'm very sorry. And so after we handed out a couple, he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And so I'm like blazing a trail and I lose Devin. And I look back and he's bumping into this guy wearing a jean jacket with like Zuko patches on it. And I'm like, that's Dante Besco. And Devin's just like, sorry, bud.
I mean,
and just keeps walking.
I had a bloody finger. I didn't want to.
And I'm looking at Devin, and he's like, let's go. And then I'm looking at Danny Vasco, and he's just, no,
how pissed was he?
No, he wasn't. He was like, it's okay, bud.
Dude.
He was like, it's chill. He was chill. And then I'm like,
I'm not going to lie. If I knew he was at this.
I'm like, first off, from somebody who works security.
Dude, yeah, he just blended in. I liked his fit, but he just blended in. If I knew it was him, I would have been like,
yeah, Devin's just like, sorry, brother.
Yeah, I did.
And then just kept on walking. I'm like, neither of them acknowledged the existence of the other. And it was just like, yeah, just normal exchange. And then Devin gets out of the bathroom, like wrapped up in a paper towel. And I'm like, so did you notice anything?
No.
About the guy you bumped into?
No, I didn't. No. I was just like, I didn't mean to bump into him. I bumped into him.
What about the bike that he signed outside? Why would he sign a bike outside? Because that was Dante Basco.
I bumped into. How do you say his last name?
Basco?
Yeah. I bumped into him. Let's go. And I got to tweet that now. Actually, I won't tweet that.
He's not going to remember you. Apparently, neither of you recognized or realized it was the other.
Hey, listen, he's way up here. I'm way down here. It's not like I punched him.
No, you just bumped into him.
But he did have a pretty cool jacket. He had a jean jacket with what was the mask called when he wore it in Avatar? It was the blue mask he had wore.
The Blue Devil?
Was it known as the Blue Devil?
I think.
I don't think it's known as the Blue Devil.
The Blue Spirit?
Maybe Blue Spirits. But you know what episode I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When Aang gets captured by that fire general, and Tsukuyo's was like, man, I'm taking his ass.
It's the Blue Spirit.
Okay, yeah, it was a pretty nice jacket.
Thank you, Internet.
Yeah, thanks, Internet. It was a pretty nice jacket, I ain't gonna lie. But, dude, I hate to say it, but, dude, he blended in perfectly. No security was around him.
No, there was security around him.
How did I not get choked?
There was, like, two guys and a girl, and they're all talking to him, and then you bumped into her, and you're like, oh, sorry, brother. And you kept walking, and he kept walking, and they looked at him, and like, they just kept going.
Okay, I'm surprised.
And I'm just there, like... And nobody acknowledged me, not even Devin.
Dude, I had a bloody finger. I had to go fix it. Because apparently, with one of the vineyards I was giving my card, I just go, oh, don't take that card. I got a bloody finger.
Yeah, and then so I ended up handing him like, he'd be like, so here we are part of the indie podcast group. And I'd be like, and I come around the other side.
I mean, it worked because I'm over here when I was by myself. That's one of the cards. Hold up.
Yeah, I took all the bloody ones and threw them away, which was just one card, by the way.
Okay, it was just one card? I'm fine with one card being lost.
Yep.
By the way, shout out to Staples for making very reasonable prices for their cards. So thanks, Staple.
We actually did some advertising for you at the convention, too.
Yeah, we did. We helped out a young artist. We gave our card.
What was the name of Moon?
Yeah, Neon Moon.
Neon Moon. She had a really cool stand we both liked. And she was like, I've been doing this for a while. And she was an artist. We really liked her stuff. And she goes, yeah. And then Devin's like, let me put you on to Staples because we got about 160, 150.
250.
For like $20.
Under $20. $19.43.
Which helped out.
Which they were good quality. They're good quality cards. Good enough to cut your finger.
I thought you were flipping off the camera from in there, and I got very concerned about our guidelines.
No, just that's the cut on my finger. I mean, it's healed, but yet yesterday, just bad enough to where I bumped into Danny Basco.
Yeah, he'll get there one day, Danny or Dante.
See, you can't even say it. Sorry, Prince Zuko. I didn't mean to bump
How
into
did you get me saying the wrong name?
I don't know.
It's
Prince
Dante Besco.
Sorry, Prince Zuko, buddy. I didn't mean to bump into you. Maybe watch. He'll be on Twitter one day when I like cut this up.
He's gonna be like, "It's chill, bro."
It's chill, bro.
Just like he said at the convention.
It's chill, bro. Thanks, bud. No, that was pretty cool, dude. How about because the one chick that we met, because dude, there was a girl. I forgot her name, but dude, she was cool. She was dressed from Akira, and she had the giant gun.
I don't think we got her name, but she was the one that had the bike outside, and she actually took the part in, I think at a different convention for Dante Basco to sign, and he signed it as Zuko or Fire Lord Zuko on one side, and his signature on the other side of the tail, and we thought it was really cool, and yeah,
dude, that's pretty cool. Dude, she had I don't think we actually did call her name. We talked to her for like a good
we talked to her for a while. We were waiting for our bacon and chicken ranch sub sandwich.
Dude, and that's that part. And she was like real cool. She came. We saw her walk outside, and I said, "Jay Kyle, dude, she's got a freaking huge barrel gun." Dude, that thing was dope.
It was a rocket launcher from Akira.
Yeah, it was, and like it had the buttons, and she's like, "Yeah, you can push the buttons, you can push the trigger." I'm like, "Hey, I don't want to come off rude, but can I hold your rocket launcher?"
Yeah, you know how you talk to a woman.
That's how you pick them up. Yeah, Kate.
That's how two married people that are not married to each other talk to each other.
Yeah, well, and she's like, me and my husband over here. Her husband was dressed like somebody with a guitar. I was like,
I don't remember. And then they had a Hispanic Jedi, which had like a little miniature sombrero and like a sweet Kylo Ren, like in the colors of the Mexican flag.
They did. I missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would have been cool.
They had a third guy or a fourth guy with him, but I do not remember what he was.
I should have. I didn't want to. This is one thing I regret.
We should have interviewed people.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to be weird because there were some cool cosplays.
I mean, as long as you ask for consent and you don't ask them to do anything they're not uncomfortable with. I did a lot of research.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to come off weird, but hey, bro, I like your cosplay. Want to take a picture? Can we take a picture?
No, you cannot take a picture with me. I can't be seen. I've got standards.
That's fine. Well, can you take a picture? Can you take a picture with Jack?
No. Jack doesn't want to take a picture with me.
It's fake. He's looking. You see him looking at me. He's like, bro. All right, bye, buddy.
He's like, what is that?
Hey, it's fake. I'm gonna have to save this recording. I'm gonna have to cut out that recording forever. Just his face.
No, that should be the screen. The image you just had needs to be this thumbnail.
Oh, his face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But no, there's a lot of cool cosplays, and somebody like me, like this is our first convention, which obviously you shouldn't do. You shouldn't just take random pictures of people. But there were some cool ones. You said there was a Denfango that dressed as a WWE wrestler because he had a title.
Doflamingo.
Yeah, sorry, dude. There was one that was like a Team Rocket member / Ghostbuster, and he had like a title belt too, which is weird. All right. Sorry about that quick intermission, everybody. We decided to go grab the cards, and that would explain everybody's booth. That makes life easier instead of making life harder on ourselves. So
the first one is Malicious.
Yep, Malicious.
Devin got a vinyl.
Poochie, the best anime dog on the planet. Old Poochie.
Well, I'm trying to get it out of the white background so they can see it better.
Oh, sorry. Old Poochie.
So yeah, this one we really enjoyed the artwork for. We debated on. They had some like good. What would you call it?
They had some good
like posters.
Posters. She was selling posters. I actually followed her. I followed her later that day because I saw how her card was, which I'm over here. That's what I was telling Kyle off screen. I was like, we should have done the social media Q&R code that some of these businesses did. But hey.
A lot of them had QR codes. Neo Moon Art was another one we really actually enjoyed. She just had like a sheet of paper. She's the one we talked to about just business cards and then art and like business and stuff, which we really enjoyed talking to. So yeah. We don't know the name of this one, but I got a little purple dinosaur. And Devin got a sticker for Megan.
I got one that says, let's get a little closer. It says, "Don't speak to me." Which Megan sometimes gets mad and she'll just be like, "Don't speak to me." It's like,
I've talked about that type of frog a lot in class. And then, Devin, if you would hold up this bag, I don't know the name of the place either.
I forgot because it was our first venue.
Yeah.
Watch that be the person that you noticed the first venue. Which we got this tote bag from the very first venue, which is, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're gonna hold it completely in frame.
Yeah,
there you go. You didn't have a problem with blocking off my face earlier.
My bad.
Well, you got a problem now.
With the Pokemon, I didn't want, so much Pokemon's blocking you. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and then we got, here's one of the cups.
That was bright for a second, I'm about to say.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let's get this going, because I've got a system. And then we got this one. I'm trying to figure out how they did it. They had like little things and it would spin around. It's like Kirito and like some Sword Art Online. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Can we show people the inside of the ball, or do you think it'd be? I don't think we can show the inside. The graphic arts for these on the inside are it's pretty well done. Yeah, you can kind of see it from an angle.
Yeah, or you can just look at it from the outside.
Well, it's pretty cool. Like you can see the art on the inside. It's pretty well done. Her booth, we honestly forgot her name. We thought we grabbed her card, but we didn't.
We did not.
But honestly,
I actually debated going back and getting myself a cup.
Yeah, I did too at first, but then I was like, man, I'm good. But her booth was honestly the cheapest one, because we'll talk about another booth near the end that we bought.
Oh, no, there was one. I had some nice shirts that I like.
Oh, we'll talk about that one last.
Oh, no, I'll talk about it now.
Okay.
So I was like, shoot, I want to get myself a souvenir. And Diffin's like, yeah, I haven't got a souvenir either. And so we went to this one booth, and we're like, man, we really like. And after standing in line for like
a hot minute,
like 15, 20 minutes waiting to talk to this lady just to ask the price. Because she kept dealing with this one guy who she didn't have the size for. And he really liked the shirts, I guess. But one shirt was $50.
50. Just make sure y'all didn't mishear us.
They had denim jackets for like 80.
Yeah, it was like
long sleeves were 60.
No, the denim jackets were 120. The long sleeves were 70. That's right.
Yeah.
Because she said denim jacket 120, and we were both like,
Devin's like, no, and I'm like, oh, okay, we'll have to look and come back. And so I had us wander off in an aimless direction, and like we were coming back. But I was like, dude, I'm not. I've got a bunch of anime shirts already. I've been debating just getting tie dyeing a bunch of mine and just going from there. But no,
we're good.
I cannot afford that, especially after like buying a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I looked at my bank account last night and I said, oh my.
Another one that we talked to was Astro Llama, which had some really nice art. You remember what they had exactly?
I thought they were the graphic tee. No, this is the graphic tee people. Astro Art had. It wasn't the guy with the chief one, because I have a picture of his stuff on the phone. He had a piece of paper. He was an artist.
Be on the lookout for our Instagram.
Oh, Astro, me. You guys weren't with me. They were.
I wasn't with them for a lot of these. I was wandering off aimless. One point, some Buddhist monks tried to recruit me to their religion because I was wearing a Dragon Ball Z hoodie.
We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, they were figures and they were dressed as Link from the two different games. They were figures, toys, shop. That's what they were. They were nice. They also were excited, so I'm hoping to hear back from them. They were like, "What? No way!" I was like, "Yeah, man, we like your stuff and we want to help you out." And they were excited too. That's what they were. I was about to say, because after them, I went to these lovely ladies right here, which I'm gonna butcher this name bad. Yume Hakakura Entertainment, where they had their own.
Yami Hakakura.
Yeah, Yami Hakakura. Like I said, I was gonna butcher it bad. They were nice. I talked to them for a good minute too. So they had their own original board game, which I'm hoping they reached out, because that's what I told them. They explained their game to me, and I'm just gonna dumb it down even more. Sorry, I apologize if they watch this, but it's basically dragons and Chinese checkers. It's really simple. It looked nice. It looked fun. I was like, hey, cool. And that's what I told them. I was like, hey, I like your idea. I gave them the whole spiel. And I was like, yeah, hey, if you guys want to come on board with us and talk about your game, do a quick demo play, I'd love to post on our social media. And That's what I think that she also emailed us because there's two of them. So I believe that's the one lady that emailed us talking about it.
We didn't get the robot one.
No, we didn't.
I don't think he had a business card. I would have taken it.
Oh, you would have taken the robot one.
Unless it's
It's not him. Okay. He was also excited. This was another artist. He was in the middle. Yeah, I can't remember his name. What's the card say? I'm sorry.
Stages of Mania.
Stages of Mania, dude. He was he was a dude. He was an artist. He looked like a 41, not 41, a Green Day fan. I'll show you. I took a picture of his booth. I need to put, like I said, there's some of their booths I need to post on our Twitter and Instagram just to tag him.
Did he look pretty grunge and punk?
Yeah.
Okay, you could have just said he looked punk.
Oh, my fault. I just thought
you don't listen to a lot of metal.
I don't. He looked like a Green Day fan to me, but dude, he was super cool too. I talked to him for a long time. He's like, yeah, and and he really wanted to be in the picture. So like, he grabbed his bandana. And he was like, I'll show you the picture. He grabbed his bandana. He's like, word. And I was like, cool, man.
Yeah, Devin's going to cut it in right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not. They can go look at all our social media when I post it at some point.
Coward.
Word. He was excited.
What was that?
He was, dude.
You mean like this?
He was like, yeah. And I'm like, it's cool, man. Although, I'll say this. There's one booth. We didn't get her. You didn't get a card? It was a girl. It was the jeweler with the cat ears.
No. But Megan would have loved that.
Oh, dude. That's like... Oh, and there was some of that sell tiaras. I didn't go talk to that booth. I saw them, and I just...
The zoo was there.
Oh, man. That zoo. Yeah, there was a zoo there.
You could take pictures with a baby kangaroo, a crocodile cosplaying as Loki, a... owl.
It was an owl.
There was a snake. Oh, there was a sloth? Okay.
Yeah. For $150, you could have held a sloth. I said, no.
Yep.
And did they talk to us twice when we came by? They're like, y'all want to see something? You want to pet something? Yeah. And the second time I was like, yeah, man, how much? Oh, $150 for the pet the kangaroo, Joey. $150 to pet the sloth. $50 to hold the alligator. $25 to hold the snake. And Jay just goes, dude, I can hold a snake for you at home. I can go out in the wild and just snatch it up.
Listen, I catch possums all the time. If you want to hold a marsupial, I got you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude.
I'm not allowed to bring them back home anymore.
It'd be like, but the next one, which I followed her already, her art was pretty cool. This is the Rolling Kid. She was another one we both like. I think you were with me. Were you with me?
I think I was.
Yeah.
This is the one I think it is.
Yeah. The Rolling Kid, she was another really good one. I liked her art. Her art kind of reminds me of... I
think I debated on getting some of those prints for like posters at home.
Oh yeah. No, she did a bunch of Sailor Moon stuff. I liked because last night when I had fallen.
Yeah, she did like Sailor Moon style and different
keychains,
like different cartoony styles. There was like a couple booths like that where it would be anime characters and different art styles, which I really liked. I did some art, as you've probably seen on the
Instagram.
Yeah.
And possibly Twitter. I can't remember, but Instagram.
I'm still uncomfortable sharing my art. I don't think I'm that good.
That's pretty good.
It's okay.
I bet people like the rock and roll one on Instagram. I feel like you're on Twitter. I don't know. The Dragon Ball Z ones are on Twitter. I know that. Twitter loves Dragon Ball Z.
All right, Devin, you got two other options to talk about. One or two?
All right. I'll talk about this.
Two.
So this is another dice playing guy. Yeah. Words
of Wonder.
Yeah, Words of Wonder. He was similar to the very first guy where I showed you earlier, the sign I got from Megan the Fairy Tale. He did dice and boards and things like that. He was also excited. So we're hoping to reach out to him. Same deal. He had some pretty cool dice, I thought, and this stuff wasn't terrible neither. I'm just not a big D&D
I'm your guy.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm a bigger nerd than you. I grew up playing D&D with some friends. Stopped a demonic apocalypse once. And a war.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Nope. And then on another character, I went to school.
What?
Yeah, on another character, I just went to school.
You just went to school?
Yeah, I became a musician. Went to college for it. Just went to college.
You basically played the game of life.
Yeah, but as a dragon, a demi-dragon.
What are you, Jake? The dragon from Disney Channel? We're going back to 2005, 4, 3.
There's a lot about this you don't know, do you?
No.
Speaking of dragons, you want to talk about somebody else?
Sure.
Dragon Wick Creations.
Did they just email us?
No, it was one that we've been talking to.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think we covered him.
No, we didn't. Dragon Wick Creations. Sorry, yes, he was the very first one. He's the one that made the sign that we showed right. Okay, I could not remember his name. Got that
sign again.
That sign again. He made that sign, dude. He's very excited.
Yeah, we're excited to work with him too.
Dude, he almost jumped out of his seat. He legit almost jumped out of his seat. That's when we decided to go our separate ways, and that's when we first got there. We decided to go our separate ways, and I just sat there right next. I said, "All right, well, I'm gonna work on my social butterfly skills." So I went to.
Listen, you're better at it than me.
Well, I got to warm up. I'm not gonna lie to you. The vendors were easy to talk to.
Yeah.
And I just went up to him. I'm like, "Hey, we're an indie podcast group, blah, 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 blah." And I said, "Hey, you'll fit on perfect for the random hour." And he was like, "Oh man, you're podcasters?" He's like, "And you want to interview me?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
A lot of them were artists, which I thought was really cool. I enjoy art. How did you feel about it, Devin? Because I'm more artistic than you are, typically.
Nah, man, some of the art was pretty cool. And there was even some art, which I'm going to keep this, are we keeping this friendly?
Yeah, we're keeping this family friendly for the Tiger people.
Yeah. There was some very nice, clean art. And there's one guy.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
No. I said, well, I'm making sure we're keeping this nice, clean, and friendly. There's one artist who had the Master Chief painting. He didn't have a business card, but he had his social media. Oh, here's two artists. He did a bunch of My Hero stuff and Bleach stuff. Zeri09. He was another one I liked. I would have bought his stuff, but I've already spent like $50 already, and I was like, another 25. I was like, I'll follow you on social media, and if there's some art that I like, I'll buy off your online store.
Oh yeah, that was another one I debated on getting like a poster for.
Dude, yeah, his
for like my bedroom.
Dude, I mean,
I've got a Godzilla, I've got Attack on Titan, and I've got a
this is
dinosaur one.
This is all his artwork, which I'll post on our social media.
And an X-Men one.
He had the X-Men one?
No, I have an X-Men one.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the guy, because I like this Master Chief. This is an artist that I did like. It was JohnElliottArt.com. He was excited about listening to us. He was like, "Yeah, I'll listen to you," because I travel to a lot of cons, but his artwork was dope. I'm
going to talk about the next one. It's Geeks United. So they are a print shop that do prints in-house.
The best.
Oh, it was plant-based?
Yeah, I said it was plant-based.
Oh, shoot.
Were you going to try it?
I couldn't because I was allergic to nuts.
I'm going to take a picture.
I've got a sensitivity to flour. Not really gluten, but I do have one to flour.
That is Lily.
I know, that's a wiener dog.
Man, Lily, you're
family friendly.
Okay, get my wife's wiener.
So, Devin, what other places did you want to talk about?
Let's see. We already talked about that. I'm just trying to make sure there's the cars.
We're going through pictures. There's a lot of pictures. This may take a minute.
Yeah, this may take a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. That's something for work. 2-lane.
Why did you take a picture of my eyeball?
Because you zoomed up close and I was trying to take
You didn't zoom up. I didn't zoom in close. I was standing still.
Did we have their car?
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, this is the one you're talking about, the jewelry people?
Yeah. So they were a cat place. How did you not get a picture of their logo?
I thought I did. I'm not going to lie. I was blocking traffic. I did not take a picture of their logo.
Let's see. Is it?
I think it's that picture right there. Hold up. Oh, and this is what happens. No,
I don't recall their name. Dang it! I really like their stuff.
I did like their stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do research later. That's it. Yeah. Oopsie.
Wait, that's not all.
That's all of them.
Where's your photos?
Here. I got you.
Just go to your photos.
Yeah, because there's the board game. There's us on the bus. Plant base.
I should have meant.
May not take the main. There's the rocket launcher 2-lane. The John Elliott artist, which I really like that Master Chief. I think that's them right there.
No, that's a poster from Second Charles.
Oh.
Not Second Charles. Spencer's.
Well, let's hope they email us.
I hope they do, because Devin can't take good pictures.
And the sad part, I took a picture that wasn't a good picture.
Yeah. He didn't take a lot of good pictures.
I did not. Oops.
This is what it's like being friends with Devin. He took a picture of my eyeball trying to get a picture of that.
You walked up to me when I went.
No, you did this. And I was like, dude, why are you so close? And he goes, just I am. And Jay's like, that's just his eye.
His eye cam. Oh, man. Let's see. That covers everybody.
We did enjoy it.
We did.
We should recap. Unless you want. Oh.
There's monks. You got to do the monks. You got to talk. Me and Jay weren't there for the monks.
I don't have a lot of experience with Buddhist monks. I do know that Catholic monks do enjoy TV a lot, and will talk to your ear off about TV. So I'm guessing they were there for that, but they had a lot of like religious pamphlets and documents on Buddhism and some other stuff. And I think they had, I don't know what they were selling exactly, because they tried to recruit me like, hey, do you want to talk about Buddhism? We see you're wearing a Dragon Ball thing. And I was like, no, I'm lost. I need my friends. And I wandered off.
Now you said they chased you.
They followed me for a little bit. And I was like, gotta go. And I'm really fast. So I was just zooming around people. And they're like, dang.
And that's when you found me and Jay. You're like, guys, monks try to chase me down the convention hall. I'm like, what? What do you mean, buddy? Come here.
They didn't believe there was monks there. I'm like, dude.
Until you took us to their booth, and they started coming towards me. I'm like, I don't, no sir, Bob.
Next time.
No, I'm good. I like my faith.
Who said you had to convert to faith? Maybe they just want to we should interview them for the podcast.
They'll watch us and be like,
Heck yeah, we will. Come on, little white boys. I'll let you sing with me.
I'll let you.
Your host in dreams.
I'll let you interview the monks. You know what? Let's build a time machine. I'll let you go talk to the monks and give them a business card, and I'll let you interview.
They're probably not going to be that hard to find. I hope you know that.
Oh no! Did you take a picture of their table?
I didn't. It would have been a better picture than yours.
I'm sure it would. While you're at it, you can do old Buddy with the Nacho Libre aluminum foil. Come on, my brothers!
I kind of want you to, because I feel like listen, Devin's a big wrestling fan, and so I've been watching wrestling on my own time to like figure out what he's talking about when we're recording more sports. So I don't get why he's so upset about this guy.
It's like his delivery. I'm like, all right, can you cut out a character for like 5 seconds? Just 5 seconds, man. Yes,
I thought he was a pretty cool character.
I liked it.
I like the commitment to the bit. Shoot.
Let's see.
We gave it a lot of business cards.
We did, actually, more than we realized.
Not as many as we thought, though. We were like, man, that box is going to be empty. We gave out like 50.
Better than 0. But that's everybody. That was our convention. Sit back, made some laughs. Oh, we saw 2 predators. And that was.
You want to clarify? I feel like you need to clarify.
I did. I was just thinking this as I speak. We did the 2 cosplays that I liked. I saw 2 predators. The movie predators, the alien predators.
Not the child ones.
Yeah, not the child.
Thanks for clarifying, Devin.
My bad. I think if I just say the word predator at an anime convention, I think they'll all think TV character, right?
Freddy Krueger.
Oof. That's a big oof. It is a big oof. And then my second favorite was the family that was the Demon Slayer.
I saw an Akatsuki family.
I know.
Listen, there was a 40-year-old dressed as an Akatsuki, and each one was a different one. And
how did I miss that?
They had like 3 kids, and it was a wife and a husband, and they had 3 kids. Each one were different Akatsuki, and I was like, "That's dope."
The Demon Slayer family one was dope too, but I can't let miss the Akatsuki. Yeah, dude, just walking in there, we're like, yeah, we're gonna We're gonna see some nice. We're gonna have a good time. See some nice people.
I think next time we should actually This is not a joke. I think next time we should try cosplaying just for the fun of it. See, just for the experience, because you can make some interesting cosplays. I mean, it doesn't have to be completely anime related. I saw Robin.
Who?
The old school Robin.
Oh yeah, I did too. But by the time I saw them, those poor kids, they were sitting in. A lot of people, probably about
a lot of them,
they were just exhausted, and it's like, oh man.
I mean, they had some other minor stuff some game stuff, but it seemed kind of small. They had a Smash Bros. Tournament. I think the game room could have been better, but I think it wasn't a massive con, so I think it kind of worked. There was a food truck outside.
The food truck was bombing, like we just said. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, hey.
There was anime cars outside, which looked really cool.
Oh, dude, yeah, the anime cars are going to be posting on all our social media soon. And my personal. I'm sorry, them cars were cool.
So the dog can get in the frame.
I mean, he's good. He's just going to pop up whenever he feels like it. Yeah, but yeah, he's going to pop up whenever. I know Lily's at her feet. Lily's like, I want in on this. Yeah. And Lily's like, can I come out?
What else? We should talk about some of the other booths that we did witness. There was the tiger one. We've talked about that.
The tiger.
There was a manga one. I do not remember the name of, but he had a bunch of retro mangas.
Oh his stuff. Oh gosh, awesome. He had so many retro ones. Oh,
if you're a bibliophile, you would have loved this guy. Did we get a business card for him?
He's got ours. He's actually based in Chicago. God, what was his name? But he had everything from its original date wrapped in the plastic sealed. He had Speed Racer, the original Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not gonna lie, Kyle was like,
I was nerding out. If you're a bibliophile, you would have loved this guy. He had retro comic books. He had Doctor Who stuff. He
did. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't pick up any Doctor Who.
I debated it. I was like, oh, I need to come back later and see how much money I spend because I'm probably going to spend a healthy chunk. But I was so burnt out from all the social interaction, I could not.
Well, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I did think he had stuff from its original run in there, but it's his price was a little too pricey in my opinion. When a new manga costs you about 10 and you're asking for something that's
well, I will say a good chunk of his were retro ones, which typically a manga typically runs for about $10.99. You can sometimes find them on sale. Typical U.S. price for manga is $10.99. So he was like, I'll do 12. There's a retro one. I thought it was fairly reasonable as somebody who regularly collects manga and comic books.
I mean, yeah, his prices weren't that bad. I don't know, man. There was one that stuck out to me, which is it on the shelf or I boxed it? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he had the first volume of Pokemon Adventure. And of course, this is volume 6 right here. So I've actually had this for years. And you didn't know I had this?
No, you're just taking up the entire frame.
I just want to show
it. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
I just want to make sure the people see it.
Just
Pokemon.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye, punch that like button.
Pokemon. But no, he did have, which I keep telling myself to get this run. And he had the first volume. But he was asking $16, and I was like,
I mean, hold on, let me check the back.
Go nuts.
So yeah, this is US is $7.99. You got to think that it came out what year?
Let's say 99. Yeah, this is volume 6. This probably came out when Pokemon first came out. I mean, it was a manga. Although he did tell us some interesting facts.
Some prices were dipped down because they were used. But typically the older ones were a little higher in price, purely because the retro, and they were much older. Like Speed Racer, there were some that Astro Boy, which was one of the first manga, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of retro stuff. So I think a lot of the prices were understandable. Normal manga is typically $10.99.
I also have this one, the Diamond and Pearl.
Well, why are Pokemon so cheap? They're $7.99. I've got all the Chainsaw Man in there for you. I've got Rent a Girlfriend, and I have my Naruto, which is $10.99.
It's Pokemon. And I've had these for. I've had these for. A hot
we should talk about some of the art.
Yep. I should have grabbed some of the art. Which
You mean the business cards?
Yeah, I should have.
We talked about Neon Moon, and then there was the decal one that you got stuff from.
Yeah, the decal from. I'm drawing a blank, but we have a bunch of artists. By the time this,
do you want to cut and get the business cards?
Excuse me. Yeah.